Hey everybody, there is 168 hours in a week. Why not make one of them happy? Welcome to Happy Hour.
Welcome to Happy Hour.
Good to see you guys again.
Good
I
to
know.
see everybody.
I know. It's been
Good
a
deal.
good week.
Yeah,
Good
it
week.
has
It
been
has
a good
been a
week.
good week. This has been a great week.
Yeah.
It has been. Yes.
I think we're finally transitioning into like the holiday
A little
spirit.
festive.
Yeah.
Yes, we're getting a little close to
We
Thanksgiving.
finished last night putting up all of our Christmas stuff. Like our
Really?
whole house. What is this? November 21st or something like that?
I walked into a student's house the other day, and it was like Christmas threw up in their living room. It was like the week before there was nothing. And I get in there and there's literally like new pictures on the walls, different like stuff on the couches, their tree is up, like everything was in their one room.
I don't have
Wow.
all of that. I just have I don't put all of that on a tree. I
Yeah.
just put the tree up, and my kids hate it, but
Do you
don't like the
decorate
Christmas
it?
tree?
mm-mm,
You don't
no.
decorate the
Really?
Christmas tree?
I like it just plain.
Do you put lights on it?
It does have lights. I got one of those fancy
So
like
it's
remote
just
trees
A
now.
Yeah.
green tree with lights.
It's a flock tree with these
Oh,
twinkly
flock.
lights and
Yeah, so
yeah.
Aaron's grandmother had given us this like pencil tree because we had a really small apartment whenever we first got married, and it had beautiful decorations, but it was just really it was a lot more than what I would usually put on a tree, and so whenever we get like the real trees now, it's really simple. Usually, whenever we put like decorations on it, we still put lights and stuff. It's just not full.
Yeah,
We-
I'd like to be that winter wonderland house, but I just
I'm
don't
not
have
that-
the energy for it.
Yeah, I'm not that person either.
Yeah.
Speaking of Winter Wonderland, there's like this big vortex that's happening above the pole and pushing all the Arctic stuff down, they're saying. And we're supposed to get like
What?
super,
yes,
super
it's
cold
supposed to
weather.
be another
When?
Arctic blast next week.
Like
Next week?
Thanksgiving, yeah.
Wow, I was out
You're
of the
gonna
loop.
really
I
be
think we're
able to
supposed
wear
to have
them
snow
Thanksgiving
again
outfits.
this year, Christmas.
I'm excited for that.
Everybody plans their Thanksgiving outfits. I'm just like putting on leggings because I know I'm gonna need that extra room.
I call them my eating pants.
Stretchy pants.
Stretchy pants, yeah.
We call them every year our eating pants.
There you go. There you go.
piece of that pie.
I was talking with my mom today about what I was going to bring for Thanksgiving.
I'm
Like we
bringing
each bring a
myself.
dish.
I know my granny called me earlier. She's like, "All right, what you wanna do?
Yeah.
Dessert?" I'm like, "Granny, let me bring some." No, I got it.
Oh no! Every year it's like everybody's bringing something. We all pitch in.
Do y'all eat yams?
No.
You mean sweet potatoes?
Sweet potatoes.
Yes, I eat sweet
They're
potatoes.
called yams where I'm from, and there's sweet potatoes here. There,
We
I
do
did
it.
know that, but
But is it
it's
just
the
way you
same
cook
thing.
it?
I don't know. It says yams on the can. Doesn't say sweet
we don't eat
potatoes,
the
but then they
can
pour it
kind.
out of the yam can, and all of a sudden it's
The
sweet
yam
potatoes.
can.
I'm like, what? Where does the transition happen? Just
Yeah.
because you're in the South?
No, we don't eat them out of the can.
Is there a difference between yams and sweet potatoes? America, somebody dial in and tell us. Like,
Don't
what I don't know what
think
that
so.
is.
Yeah.
But
Comment and
I don't
let
like
us
either
know.
one of them. Then they cover them with marshmallows, and they brown the marshmallows.
Oh yeah, the sweet potato casserole.
Ooh.
I love sweet potatoes.
Oh.
That's one of Aaron's favorites.
I love cooking it. I love it all. I love
Yeah.
it.
You like eating that with like? Is that part of your traditional?
Oh yeah,
Thanksgiving.
my mom's
Brown
making it
sugar,
this year.
pecans.
My mom would
Yeah.
make that all the time. Nobody would eat it. I didn't
Oh,
eat
we
it.
did.
I guess some people ate it. Somebody ate it, but it always seemed to be a bigger pan of that left over.
Okay, do y'all enjoy traditional Thanksgiving food?
Yes.
Yes, but so we used to eat back to back, like Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner was the exact same thing. It
Yeah,
was
the
the
same
only
types of
time
food.
that we would eat it all year round.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so like even like a month later you're like almost sick of it at Christmas time. Like so we started cooking something different at
Mhm.
Christmas and like steaks we did one year.
Yeah.
We just do something different.
We will change it up for Christmas. We'll do like a gumbo or something like that. But we usually just stick with the traditional Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But I ask because there's several people in Aaron's family that just don't enjoy Thanksgiving food. Like they don't like the any of like the casseroles or the turkeys or anything like that. They just don't enjoy
We do Chinese.
any of the food.
Hmm.
And I'm like, that's crazy. Because my mom and I were joking, like this year, we're all still coming to like visit, but several of our siblings are going to be out of town,
Yeah.
like with other family. And she was like, oh, that just means more leftovers. And we were all really excited because that's part of like what we enjoy is like bringing it home. Like we enjoy it for like the
Mhm.
next day. I don't know. We enjoy like the food because we don't ever cook it often,
Yeah.
you know?
I like I like it.
I like it too.
I enjoy it.
I enjoy it.
Landon's family they rotate it. It's either gumbo or spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Okay, for
Yeah.
Thanksgiving,
At Thanksgiving?
or Christmas?
For Christmas.
Christmas. Okay.
Thanksgiving, it's the normal traditional
Yeah, spread.
meal.
Yeah.
But for Christmas, it's rotated. So we always take a guess. We're like, wait, what is it this year? Is it spaghetti or is it gumbo? So I can't remember what we had. I think we had spaghetti last time, but they put boiled eggs in it.
And there's spaghetti?
Yes.
What?
I know.
I've never heard of that.
I've never
What?
heard of it in
What world does that come from?
that Cajun world. I don't know.
That.
Boiled eggs and
Sorry.
In spaghetti.
spaghetti.
I don't know what the point of it is, but
Look, I feel like that
that's
would
what
hurt
they
my.
do. I
Are
just
they
kind of
whole
push the
boiled
egg to
eggs
the
like
side.
like a meatball? Whole boiled egg, or
They
they
have
slice it up?
meatballs. The meatballs are like huge too. And
They have
then
meatballs
the-
and boiled eggs?
Yes, yes.
I never saw it.
I
I
don't-
never heard
That
of
would
it.
hurt my stomach. That sound,
Yeah.
my stomach would sound like boots in the dryer at that point. Because that stomach would be rumbling.
Boots in the dryer.
That's funny. But
That is funny.
even after Thanksgiving, what do you do with the turkey leftover? Everybody's got a lot of turkey leftover. What y'all do with it?
So I mean,
We eat
sandwiches,
it.
of course.
Yeah,
We
sandwiches.
eat
Sandwiches.
sandwiches
That's what we
with the
do.
cranberry sauce and
Oh, that sounds
the meat, and we'd have turkey sandwiches. Then my mom would take the carcass and put it into a big, huge pot, and she would make a soup. And that was really, really good.
My
Like
mom
this
would do that too.
vegetable
Yeah.
soup, and with the turkey, all the meat would come off the bone of this thing. She would boil that thing, put carrots
Get
and
some good
celery and all
broth
that
from
stuff.
those bones too, man. Ooh,
Yeah, and that
So
was, that was
Landon
good.
makes turkey enchiladas with it.
Oh,
Ooh, that
those are
sounds
good.
good.
We've done that
Supposed to be-
before.
Okay, so
That sounds
he makes
good.
these really good
Yes.
chicken enchiladas. It's like an old family recipe. And then one day after, I was like, man, I've been craving those chicken enchiladas. And he was like, what if I put turkey in it? And
It was
he did
good.
And now it's like a tradition. We take a whole gallon bag home, and we make these enchiladas, and we eat
That's
off
cool.
of them for a good week.
We did that one time before, and it was very, very good. We're coming to your house for dinner
Okay, cool.
after Thanksgiving
I like to entertain
for the
people.
enchiladas.
Okay, question. Is there a right way to cook a turkey for Thanksgiving? There's so many different ways.
So I never even heard of frying a turkey till I came here. So
That's the big thing around here.
We just bake the turkey, and my mom would get up like before light.
Oh, I remember.
And
my mom
stick
getting
the
up.
turkeys
Yes.
in there, and
Yep.
we'd turkeys because everybody came to our house for
So it'd be
Thanksgiving.
multiple birds, yeah.
So like 2 birds in this thing, the oven, and they would cook. She started cooking them before it was light, and then
Yeah.
they got done around 2 in the afternoon. So it was a long time in there. I guess 6, 8 hours longer.
See, we never fried our turkeys. My dad always smoked one.
Oh,
And so he'd always smoke a turkey.
That
That's
sounds good.
still my favorite. It
We
is
do,
so good.
we
That
do
sounds
the
good.
oilless fryer.
Really?
Yes.
so is that like nothing in it? It's just in there.
Yes,
it's like an air
just
fryer.
Kinda sitting in there, kind of like an air fryer, and it is so good. Like the meat is just juicy. Like you can taste the marinade. It's so good. It's really good.
So how does that work? Like, is it like an air fryer where it's just like?
I would
he's got
imagine.
this
Does it take
brown-
a long time to cook
It
it?
takes about 5 to 6 hours.
Okay.
Not as
Yeah.
long as baking it.
Yeah,
I don't
baking
like when you bake it.
a lot of
I
people.
feel
There's a
like
lot of
it takes
stories.
the juice out.
Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you gotta
Yeah.
baste it
Yeah.
constantly. You gotta put.
Yeah.
I remember my mom pulling
Yeah.
out and putting
Yeah.
juice on it. You cover it with tinfoil for half the time.
Because
or
it retains all the
3/4.
moisture. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
a
my
lot.
brothers will bring some deer meat that they smoke too. Because they're really big hunters. And that, between the smoked turkey and the smoked deer, it is really, really good.
What about a honey baked ham?
That's Aaron's favorite. My aunt would usually bring that.
Danielle's mom does that.
Yeah.
That's
I
Aaron's
love a ham.
favorite.
The spiral cut ham,
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
it is. We never had that, so I was like, that's another new thing for me. Ham.
Mhm.
It was always turkey.
So we always, I mean, our family would always go to my mom's house, and it would just be like all the siblings, their spouses, kids, but then like all of her siblings and like the aunts and uncles too, and her parents. And so we always had like multiple either birds or different types of meat. We'd have like deer, ham, turkey, 3 or 4.
Like at Christmas, my mom would get creative and do a turkey, a goose, and a duck.
Oh, that's good.
And
That's
like
a good idea.
all 3 of them, and you know they tasted okay. But I mean, I always ate on the turkey, but
Yeah.
it was kind of cool.
Well, before we move on from this topic, because last week we talked about Thanksgiving, so I wanted to bring up a topic that we talked about last week, and it was those Starbucks bears.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
So, I
To deal with
went
that.
and tried to find all these bears, and I even tried to find the honey bears. Apparently, people are grabbing these honey bears.
And
So
both
From
are
the honey
sold out.
shelf, like the honey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like no little bears left. So anyway, I had my imagination from the kids ministry go off,
And what does it involve? Oh my gosh. Is that coffee in there?
It is coffee.
And it's hot. That is
mean-
crazy. That is a big old bear.
I walked in. I'm laughing because I walked in and to the side doors.
It's a lot of caffeine.
And you saw the animal crackers?
And I saw this giant bag of animal crackers by your computer. I was like, dang, she must have been really snacky.
Took care of
Take
it.
that, Starbucks.
Don't mess
Man.
with the
So
Guinness
funny.
ministry bag.
That much caffeine can give you a headache right there.
I think it would. I don't know if I'm going to drink it all.
That
but,
would be
you
enough
know.
to stop my heart.
That is like a whole pot of coffee in there.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It was sitting there, and I was like, "Kay, do you think
It's the whole
anybody's
thing.
drinking this?" And he's like, "I don't know." So
Nah. Awesome.
That's really funny.
anyway, what's the next topic? What we got going on?
Could be yours for like
Good.
$49.95.
49. Homemade by
I
Emily
think it was
Coudard.
$3.75. So
Even better deal than Starbucks.
Yes.
So
That's
look at how
right.
much more coffee you get.
Yep.
And you got some cookies in a bag.
that's got like 19 espressos in it right there.
That's awesome.
That's amazing. Okay, Emily, you were telling me
Wow.
about this viral video that you saw on, was it TikTok?
Yes.
With the, like baby formula and
So
stuff?
I'm a huge TikTok person. Like I love
Yeah.
TikTok. Okay, so there's this social experiment. I guess it's a social experiment. I don't know what the lady's motive is. Maybe we can kind of talk about it. But she was calling multiple churches
Around here? Or
around. Most of them are in Baton Rouge. She did
Right.
call one, I think, in like Kentucky, and most of them were mega churches. And she called and asked. She had a baby crying in the back, not a real baby, but you know,
Yeah.
of sound, and she asked for baby formula, and it was kind of like an experiment to see like what churches would donate to a starving baby, and it like went viral. I mean, every TikTok I scrolled was like somebody commenting on it. But this experience turned it around for one church. I think they're a small church in Louisiana. I'm pretty sure maybe Marksville. I could be wrong on that. We'll have to look that up. But this was a church that didn't have a lot of money, and he even said, he's like, my church doesn't have a lot of money, but I'll go buy you
Yeah.
a can of formula. And
Aw.
what got everybody was he asked what flavor formula.
Oh.
And I was like,
Well, because they
this
have like
little-
sensitive stomach versions.
Yes,
and, yeah.
yes. So I'm sure he's been there where, you know, he's in
Aw.
the formula aisle like, honey, which one?
What do
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get?
yeah.
So, but anyway, so like the next week, you know, obviously she has it recorded, him
Yeah.
saying, you know, my church doesn't have a lot of money. And the next week he got $75,000 in donations.
Wow.
What?
A baby
Yes.
formula or like just.
No, in just donations. So people were, of course, saying, you
That
know,
is so cool.
putting the churches under a microscope. Now they want to
Yeah.
know where their tithings are going and things like that. But for this church, I mean, it turned them around. And
That is awesome.
yeah, so something that
cool
was,
story.
you know, yeah, I think it's good. So I don't know, but this little guy, he had his there's a video of him, and he's sitting, and he's got like a what's them dinner tables that you
Oh, the
use?
TV trays?
Yeah, that was his podium, and he was sitting in
Aw.
his computer chair, and that's how he preached. And I'm like, man, that's awesome.
That is
That
cool.
is
Aw.
awesome. So hopefully he bought him a new podium. or
What a
something.
blessing
Yeah,
that is.
that's
Now
cool.
I want to go. I want to go buy him a pulpit and send it over there.
Yes, and
Yeah.
Say, hey,
yeah.
we want to build you a pulpit.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's really cool. I
Yeah.
feel like stuff like that starts out as just like clickbait
Yes.
for people to get upset
Yes.
and biased towards like churches and things like
Yes,
that.
yes.
But then you have people like this who don't have a lot of money but who are still so sold out
Mhm.
on their purpose and their calling, who are like, look, I'll go pay for it myself.
Yes.
Like,
yes,
I'll go get
yes.
it. And it just, I don't know, it just proves the gospel. It's just,
Well, it
it's
kind
so
of made
cool.
me think too.
That is cool.
Like you're calling the churches, which a staff will probably pick up, but
Yeah.
don't make that reflection reflect the whole church, because
Yeah.
I'm sure if somebody would have walked out into the congregation or the community
Oh,
and said,
a mom
"Hey,
would
we
have been,
have
yeah.
a mom who needs formula. Like, can you help?" I'm sure there'd be like tons
5
of cans.
moms in that-
Yeah. Oh yeah.
20 moms in
Oh,
that
yeah.
congregation.
Somebody
like,
would donate
absolutely.
something, you know. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I thought that was
That's
really
cool.
sweet.
It's
I
like,
love that.
Like Romans 8:28, and we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those
Yeah.
who are called according to His purpose.
yeah.
That's so cool. That pastor just saying, "I'm just gonna be faithful, and I'm gonna help this lady."
Yeah.
And he's just pure heart, and God's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I'm
you
gonna
can tell
honor that.
his
And
intention was
he's
there
just gonna honor
because of
that
his
thing.
response. So.
Yep, that is
That's
cool.
really cool.
Awesome. That's a feel good story.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
cool. I got another one.
I'll take a
All
sip
right,
to that.
cool.
Did y'all hear about the guy? His name is Kent Broussard.
Kent
He
Broussard.
was an accountant, and he's 66. He
Oh.
fulfilled his lifelong dream of joining the LSU Tiger Band.
I love that.
Yeah, he plays tuba. He
That's
said
cool.
that like work and responsibilities kind of prevented him, but he just joined as a freshman this year. He said he worked his butt off to audition,
make
and he
the
made
team.
it.
So
That is
what is he
awesome.
going to school for, like, as a freshman? Like, what is...
Oh, I actually don't know.
You don't
I
know?
was just reading his story about like how
wonder.
he
That's
auditioned
cool.
and things.
That is cool.
I
Now-
think that's an inspiration. Like, you're never too old to live out your dream, you know?
No, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
They said that he broke the record as far as like the oldest member in the band by almost 40 years.
That's
40 years.
Yeah.
26 years old was the oldest guy. Wow.
Well, I guess you gotta have, like, a...
I mean, you're going to be between 18 and 22, I guess. So.
Although I remember being at Southeastern as a music major and being really surprised by the ages of students there.
Mhm.
Like you had some who were young like me who just came fresh out of high school, but then I remember this mom who just came back to college and she was like in her 40s, late 40s, and she was just coming back to school to, I want to say, was she a harp player maybe? I don't know, but I don't remember what instrument she played, but it was really cool. Like you saw all these different adults in different stages of life
Yeah.
just kind of coming back to school and fulfilling dreams.
Well, a little
It's really cool.
psychology on that, because I'm in school and I'm 36 years old and I
It's
went
all
back
good.
to school. But a little psychology is the brain at the age of 17 to 22 is not mature enough to figure out what they really want as a long-term career. So
I
a lot
believe
of
that.
people, they just kind of pick something
Yeah.
and they work in that career and then they end up like leaving that job and do something else when
I was
their
gonna say,
brain is like fully developed.
That's why you have these young people. I remember a friend of my sister's switched her major 5 times in
Wow.
college.
Yeah.
Like that's why, because you have these young people who have no idea what they want to do.
Yeah.
Now it's different in other countries. I remember talking to other musicians who were like exchange students from other countries, and they said that the way they do school is very different. Like from a young age, they're put into these specialty schools. That's why you have all these prodigies. I'm sorry. That's why you have all these prodigies and musicians who seem like they've been playing as professionals since they were like 6, but it's because they've been in music school since they were that young.
So I know in Italy they do that. Our friends, we had some exchange students at our school here at Cal, and they do, I think it's 3 years or 2 years. 2 years of high school, and then they have to pick which direction they're going to go. Or maybe it's their junior year. But so you do high school, and if you're going to be a mechanic, you go into that a special high school for that. If you're going to be a chef, you go into that school. If you're going to go into agriculture, you go into that school. So this young guy, his parents own a vineyard in northern Italy, a wine vineyard, and so he went into agriculture. So they go into that. We have 4 years of, okay, yeah. So it's their senior year, but they have 5 years of high school.
Yeah.
So they do 3 years of high school, then they do 2 years in their specialty, and then they only have to do 3 years in college. And so he goes into this agriculture industry and finishes there in high school, and then he goes into agricultural college. And he's already like an expert in that field. They know exactly what they're doing, and I think that's a great thing.
Yeah.
Ours is just 4 years, and then you're trying to make a decision in your 4 years while you're in college. You're trying to figure it out in your first 2 years. I mean, I changed my major my first year, so.
They told us from day one. So the way they do music majors at Southeastern is backwards. Most colleges, you do your prerequisites first, then you get in your specialty field, right? Southeastern is backwards for the music program. They put you in all of your music classes first. Mr. Gary's agreeing because he was there too. He knows. They put you in all of your music classes first, and they told us from day one that their goal is to weed out the people who aren't going to be here.
Yeah.
I didn't do any prerequisites until I was a junior. Like you do all of your music stuff first.
They just started doing that at LCU, Louisiana Christian University. That's where Molly goes.
Yeah.
And so they used to not do their practicum for teaching till your junior and senior year. Well, now they start them in their freshman year because they want to find out whether you're going to really like this or not.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so not only do you have to do a practicum, but you have to do a practicum from like kindergarten all the way through high school because they want to know exactly,
Yeah.
like you might be thinking, well, I want to do elementary education. They said, no, you're going to do all of them to see exactly what you like. And by your first 2 years, after you finished all of those practicums, you're going to know whether you want to remain and be a teacher or whether
Yeah.
that's going to be a waste. So
It's crazy. I remember.
it's kind of a good idea.
I remember like your music theory class, which is like your science behind the music, like theory 1 versus theory 2, the size class, like the size and the class size difference. It'd be like 60 people, and then the next class it was like 15. So many kids had dropped. It was a huge portion though.
Wow.
I think you should be able to get experience in something before you make that decision.
Yeah.
You know, because you could truly find out if your heart's really in it. You
Yeah.
know? So.
Yeah, most people who become teachers, they get in there and they don't realize how. They're like, oh, I can't handle this. I can't handle
Yeah.
kids.
Yep.
Well, you just took 2 years of your whole life figuring that out when you could have figured it out in the first semester of
First
your ninth grade
semester, yeah.
year
Yep.
or freshman year and said, yeah,
This
I
isn't for
don't
me.
want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so I saw something cool online, and I sent it to my brother because we kind of nerd out on these things. But evidently, they found a new type of dinosaur. Like, it's a new genus and everything. And it's
Wow.
called the Nanotyrannus. And so there's this big debate going on. So there was a rancher in Montana who found, like, one of the most pristine skeletons of what looks like a small T-Rex dinosaur. They said it was so well preserved that you can even see, like, the skin, like, what their skin used to look like.
wow.
It was wild. They tried to sell it, like, on the market because evidently it's still...
What on Marketplace on Facebook?
Babe, I'm going to pick up the T-Rex.
Hey.
Yeah.
Look
They,
at
and they
that.
said it's actually still legal in that area, but I forget what museum, like, picked it up or what, but what they're debating now, because they're saying, okay, well, this is clearly a different species. Are there other T-Rex dinosaurs that we've labeled as teenagers? These Nanotyrannuses really. And so it could really rewrite some of what we've learned as far as dinosaur species and what we've labeled as just teen T-Rexes. And if it could just be the Nanotyrannus now. So it's opened up this whole, like, okay, now we have to go back and fix our research.
Yeah, they've been doing that for a long time, fixing research, and
Yeah.
they
Do
keep
they
finding
still
these.
have people that dig in the dirt with the little brushes?
Archaeologists?
Yeah, they still
Yeah.
have all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
My aunt was going to do that for a long while. Yeah.
Micah was going to be an archaeologist. He changed up. I have a good friend who's an archaeologist at the seminary, Dr. Cole, but he's retired there now. He's awesome. I think it's interesting. I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Like if I had to go back and change things, I think that would be a fun thing. But it's really kind of, unless you're a professor,
Yeah.
it's like when you're dragging your family out, digging
In the
up
middle of
bones in
nowhere.
the desert, and you're like,
Sweep this part
okay.
right here, babe. I think this is the eye.
Well, it's like the what is it? The first Jurassic Park where Grant is in the field doing that,
yeah,
and he's digging up stuff, and they're testing all these different
yeah.
bones and things like that.
That's why I asked. Like, that's what popped in my head. I wonder if they still do Jurassic Park like that.
We actually just watched the new Jurassic World movie that came. Was it Jurassic World that?
Yeah,
that
when
came
did
out?
that come
Yeah.
out? Is that this last
Couple
year?
of months ago, I think. Yeah,
Mhm,
it's got
yeah.
Scarlett Johansson in it.
I heard it wasn't that good though.
It really wasn't. Like I was watching it, and I was like, nah.
They're just stretching it out to try to make an extra
Yeah.
buck.
Well, there were a ton of callbacks to the original movies, but it was to the point where it just felt like you were watching the other movies with a
Another
different
movie.
cast.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like there
Yeah.
weren't any new themes or new ideas.
Okay, so let's chase that rabbit. Like, what movie ever came out where the second movie was actually as good or better than the first?
Ooh.
Grease
movie?
2.
Grease 2.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say this.
Grease 2.
I'm thinking. Okay, this is a cartoon, and I'm gonna sound like a child, but do y'all remember the Rescuers?
Yes.
The Rescuers from Down Under
Yes.
is way better than the regular, like, original Rescuers.
Yes.
That would be one.
Yes. I'm trying to think of what else.
I don't know of many other Disney movies, though, because most second-part Disney movies are awful. Even the animation is different.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Grease 2 is not a Disney movie, but
No, it doesn't have to be
that's-
Disney. I'm just thinking
That's
along
the one
the
I
Disney
can think
track.
off of my head that I really like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Grease 2 is better than Grease 1?
Yes.
I've seen Grease 1, I think, once. And
I don't think I've seen the second one.
I didn't really get it because I was young.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then when I looked at the lyrics when I was older, I'm like, what in the world?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is pretty, like...
It's risque. Yeah.
It
And,
is. It is. I probably shouldn't have been watching
My
it
wife
when I
was
younger.
like, why did my mom let me watch this?
Yeah.
It was, and you know what other one was? Like Dirty Dancing. But I danced company, so I love those
As
movies.
an adult, you side
Now
with
I'm
the
like,
parent.
I probably shouldn't have been watching.
Okay, I was watching The Little Mermaid the other day,
Uh-huh.
and I was like,
yeah.
I see nothing wrong with what King Triton was trying to
Mm-hmm.
convince Ariel to do. I'm like, he was just being a protective father.
Yeah.
Put some clothes on and stop. Like, you just met this man. You don't know him.
You don't know, yeah. Yeah.
Can't just fall in love after 2
I'm
seconds.
trying to think of another one. And I grew up on Disney movies, so like you would
It doesn't
think
have to be Disney.
The only one that can come off the top of my head is that Grease 2 one, y'all.
Do you have one?
Some of the Marvel movies were pretty good. Like, but they're kind of different, though. You know,
Yeah.
they go in a different direction. So
Each-
this one's
yeah.
about Iron Man, then you have one about Captain America. So it's like, it's not really a sequel. It's like another facet.
No, I mean,
of
even
it.
like the different Iron Mans and stuff like that, because there's several Captain Americas, there's several Iron Man movies.
Yeah, I think so. Indiana Jones, the second one, I don't think was as good as the first one, but then the third one was better than
Oh.
the first one. I
Jumanji.
think. Jumanji is a better.
Yes. The remake that they did with so there's three. You have the original Robin Williams version, then you have the one that has like Kevin Hart and Jack Black and The Rock. Then you have the second part of that where they did that same cast again. The first one with the remake is better than I think than the one with Robin Williams, and that says a lot because I love Robin Williams.
Yeah.
But the humor in it is just really really funny.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got one. I just looked it up. Inside Out 2.
Inside
I've never
Out
seen
too.
the Inside Out movies.
Really? Oh,
Mm-mm.
they're so cute. They're so
There's
cute.
some movie that was out that was pretty popular, and the second one they said was
Better?
almost just as better.
Freaky Friday with
No, it's
Lindsay
not that.
Lohan. I heard that one was good.
I don't know. I haven't seen that one. I've seen that Freaky Friday, but I've never seen the new one. Because they just came out with that, didn't they?
Yes, like they just did a remake.
Yeah.
Not a remake. I think it might be a little.
It's
I haven't
no,
seen
it's a
it,
part
but I
two
do
because they
wanna
have
see it.
kids now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
yes.
the kids who swap now, I think.
Oh,
I don't know.
I've never seen the Freaky Friday movies. I don't think.
But you know the Lindsay Lohan is a remake, right? There's an original
Yeah.
Freaky Friday, and that's the one that I grew up on.
Well, Disney made that.
Yeah.
Yep. That was during the whole Witch Mountain era. All
Yeah.
those movies came out during that time. I can't even remember what Witch Mountain was. I think they were like spaceships or a military base was really hidden there, but they thought it was this mystical thing. And they used to have all kinds of movies that they would come out with one after the other. Favorite old-timey Disney movie? I like Swiss Family Robinson.
That's a classic.
Because I love the
that
treehouse. And then when you go to Disney
Yes.
World or Disneyland, you go in
Yeah.
the treehouse. I was like, let's build one of these. This would be like
Yes,
so cool.
yes,
Yeah.
I could live
yes,
in that.
Yes, I like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
That was a good one too.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
The creepy guy gets the kids in the cage.
Yeah.
We grew up on all of those.
What about
like
Bed Knobs and Broomsticks?
we used to watch that one too.
Is that the name of it?
Yeah, Bed
Yes.
Knobs and Broomsticks.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to watch that one.
What's her name?
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
I'm
The
Mary
umbrella.
Poppins, y'all.
Hold the umbrella.
Have y'all seen what's the one with Chris Pratt? What's his movies? The Marvel. What are his movies called?
Thor? No, Chris
No,
Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Oh, he's like, yeah, he's the guy from America.
But there's a guy on there in the end of the movie, he's sailing up with
With the
an umbrella and he goes, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. She was asking if she thought this month would be baby month for me.
Oh,
Because it could be. I could have a Christmas baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I don't want to be in the hospital on Christmas, but I would not
Yeah.
mind it being sooner rather than later because of how out of breath I am.
so
Feel a
it's
little
the
bit like-
11th though of January, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel a little
That
bit
doesn't
like,
matter because I was supposed to have Ollie on January 2nd or 3rd, and I had him December 13th.
And that's
Wow.
early.
Yeah.
What is that?
a
How many
long
weeks?
He
Is
time.
that
was
36
like-
weeks? 37
He
weeks?
was like 2 points from not being a preemie.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
My sister,
'Cause it could happen.
I was convinced I was going to go early with Joseph because several of my sisters go in like consistently at 36 weeks. And so by the time 36 weeks hit, I was like, it could be any day now.
Just make sure you pack that hospital bag.
Yeah.
So, I guess you already talked about Christmas presents.
Well, are you a good gift giver? I think that's where we left
Yeah.
off.
Do you consider yourself a good gift giver?
I think so. I mean, I like to think so. Well, good gift giver, like all this thought goes into
Yeah,
it about the
nothing-
person,
like, not
or like
crazy
just
expensive.
getting something.
Yes. Do you
Oh.
follow their list they give you, or do
So
you
my
kinda
wife,
go off?
Danielle, and I, we always ask for a list from the kids.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
we ask for the list so that we kind of fulfill the list. Then we see what we can get or can't get. We kind of weed from there. If it's now they're older, they're more expensive, right?
Yeah.
So
we talked about that.
we used
yeah.
to get toys, and these trees used to be packed with cool stuff because
Mm-hmm.
now all right, that little card is yours that's in the
Yeah.
tree. Because McKenna just wants money for plane tickets to go back to Honduras. And I'm
Aw.
like, okay, well, that's kind of boring. But I want to
Yeah.
like it. But we do stockings. And so the stockings is stuffed with a bunch of cool little things
Okay.
and stuff that they like. So, and their stockings are like this big and they're
Yeah.
stuffed full of stuff. So that's part of their highlight of Christmas. Like no matter what, if you get something practical because you need money or something or
Yeah.
plane tickets,
The
that
stockings
you got
will
the
still-
stocking to get there, and their favorite drinks are underneath the stockings,
Cool.
and they're full of their favorite candies and all this other stuff.
I was telling Emily that like between the 7 of us, all the kids, we would kind of jokingly have like a let's see who the favorite is. We'd count the presents and see who had the most.
That's bad.
We'd always have around the same, but it
Yeah.
was funny.
We have 8. 8. That's the limit.
8?
8.
8 things.
Yep.
Everybody gets 8 things.
No, me and Landon don't do
Yeah.
gift giving. But the kids, like, it's 8. I tell Santa Claus, 8's
Yeah.
the limit over here.
I'll tell you a story about one year. It was sad. It was my worst Christmas ever.
Oh,
Oh
It
no.
was like we got this bright idea to like little spies. We're gonna cut open the presents with a razor blade and peek in and see what we got
So this was as a kid.
as a kid.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're all crawling on our stomachs to try to get in there at night. And we're opening the present. We're looking at it, and I got this helicopter that I wanted. This remote control helicopter. I'm like, that's so cool. And I put the tape back. I put a piece of tape over it, and we're like measuring it perfectly so that nothing looks out of place,
put a
as
lot
if
of
they were
work
gonna
into
know.
this.
Yeah. We're thinking they're gonna know everything.
Yeah.
We opened all of our presents, or we knew what all of our presents were. And we're like, okay, and we're all excited about Christmas. But when Christmas morning came and they were handing them out, it was like, it wasn't as exciting. Like
Yeah,
I was
'cause
looking
there was
around,
no-
everybody else was so excited, and I'm like,
Because there's no surprise anymore.
which one do you want? Which present? I'm like, any one of them's good.
You did it to yourself.
I'm like,
and
I never did.
backfired.
I never did that again.
Backfired.
That was a lesson that I learned. Like, I did not like how that kind of felt.
How that felt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
ruined it
like
for
the
yourself.
excitement. I ruined it for myself. I had nobody to blame but me.
did
Yeah.
your
and-
parents ever find out you did
No,
that?
I
Did
told
you
them. I
ever
think
tell 'em?
years later, I told them. This me and my friend David Preston. We both opened our presents, and we never wanted to do that again. So, lesson learned. We didn't do it. So, what is it was the coolest present you got though as a kid?
Okay, so mine would probably be the instruments that I got.
The instruments.
Yeah, every year, whenever I started playing music, each year I'd ask for like a different type of instrument, and that would be like one year it was a banjo, one year it was harmonica, one
You
year
play the
was
banjo?
anything with strings or frets you can pretty much play.
Come on.
Yeah.
What about a harp?
No, that's a whole other animal.
Yeah, that's
That
pretty to me.
is a whole other beast. I've never touched a harp. But one year was a ukulele. I'd already had guitars at that point. But yeah, that's probably my favorite.
What about you, Emily?
I remember getting it was these little porcelain dolls, like china cabinets were like a big thing, so I got a china cabinet.
Yeah.
And I remember these little dolls. They were about this big. I can't remember the name. I'd have to ask my grandma. But each year I'd get a new one. And I had like 19 of them at one point. I don't know whatever happened to them, but she would
They're all
give me,
gone?
yeah, she would give me a different one each year. They were similar to the American Girl dolls.
I was about
They're
to
like
ask if you knew what
collector
those
items?
were.
They were similar to that. I never actually got an American Girl
That
doll.
was a big
but
thing in our house.
These little porcelain dolls, they were about this big. I had a Dorothy one. I had all the
Wow.
characters from the
That's
Wizard
it.
of Oz one. It was like this catalog, and my grandma would give it to us, and she'd make us circle it, and you just never knew which one you was getting. Like
You
I knew
need
what
to
color
look
the
in
box
your
it was.
grandma's attic
I
or
need
your
to
mom's.
ask them where it's at. If I can
Yeah.
find it, I'll bring it. to
So
y'all.
did you get an American Girl doll?
I never got one. No, I never got an American Girl doll.
So it's a lot like the Barbie franchise now. Like it's but
Yes.
originally it was.
Well, we got restaurants for these things. You could take your
It's
doll
wild.
yes,
It's crazy.
But like it was
Yeah.
kind of
in
like
New
a
York
rite
and
of
Houston.
it was a
Mhm.
rite of passage in our family for like the girls at a specific age. Like we knew we'd be getting an American Girl doll. We never knew which one it was, but it would always loosely match us.
Yeah, they make it look
Yes,
like you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that's
yeah.
because we got one for our daughters. And
The
it's like it looks like
warehouse, not the warehouse, but the store in Houston. I have been in that one.
Yeah.
That one, I went for a pageant. I did hair and makeup for this pageant, and we went. And you walked in, and there's like a salon
Yeah.
for the doll.
Uh-huh.
There's like a kitchen cafe area for you and your doll. Like it's a whole experience. And
This is in Houston.
this is in Houston.
I heard
It's
about that place.
amazing. It is amazing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm very glad I have boys because it's not really something I'm like too crazy about. But
So I appreciate it for what it was then. Back then, it wasn't this huge like franchise where it was like you could pick like a Barbie, like anything, and like tailor it to look like you. They had a set of like maybe 20 characters, and they were all from like a different time period. It would be like the American Revolution or like the Industrial Revolution or like an Indian tribe, and it was something like that. It wasn't like the modern day, like a large Barbie doll basically, where you tailor it to look just like your twin. We would pick one out of like the 20 that they had available, and she came with like backstories, books. It was a whole other
Yeah.
like animal back then.
yeah.
Wow.
Another
Crazy.
doll I had when you said when you were talking about that, Gone with the Wind. There was one, and she was like and it had her pretty like white dress. I had that one too.
That's
It's
cool.
probably worth something.
Yeah.
I think so, but I don't know where they're at.
Pay for your
I
kids'
wonder.
college.
Could be.
Maybe not that much.
My
but
grandma would never.
So
she'd
when
be
I
like,
was a little boy,
"Absolutely
we had GI Joes,
Yeah.
Yes.
but they were the big GI Joes.
Mhm.
Then they sometime shrunk them
Yeah.
to these. I go, those are GI Joes.
They're like the
Those
size of
little-"
a Ken doll now.
Yeah. Well, the original GI Joes were the size of a Ken doll and a Barbie because we used to take our GI
Okay.
Joe and go beat up my sister's Ken doll and Barbie. We're coming here and taking over. Psh, 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 throw them out. Get out of that pink car.
That's funny.
Hijack the pink car.
The GI Joe had like a scar on his cheek and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like look at GI Joe with the real hair versus Ken. You know, like beat him up. It was horrible.
Whenever we grew up, we had this huge bin of like Barbies and stuff. Like all
Those
the
are worth
sisters.
some money too. Some of the original Barbies.
We probably still have this giant. Now, granted, none of them are in mint condition whatsoever. Like, there's stories of like my
Yeah.
brothers getting like Barbie shoes stuck up their nose, like having to go to the doctor to get it pried out.
having my cousin with a P.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, my sister found one of the shoes missing, and she was like, "Where's the shoe?" Looked around for it everywhere, and they found it in my brother's nose.
Oh no.
That's
Yeah.
funny. That's funny.
Yeah, so none of them were in like good condition anymore, but we had this huge tub of them.
Yeah.
Like we
I
had the
always had a
horses, the
tub.
cars, the whole.
My sisters had this doll called the Mrs. Beasley doll.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Beasley was from this old show from the 60s. Gosh, the guys on it. 2 kids and their dad and this butler named Mr. French. And the girl would carry the Miss Beasley doll.
Yeah.
And they sold it and we had one. And it was worth a fortune, but me and my brother, I don't know what we did to
Destroyed
it.
it?
Yeah, we did. We
Yeah,
destroyed it.
We destroyed it.
Like all those things that were worth, I'm reading like those Beasley
I
dolls are
had
worth
that.
$10,000. I'm like, dang, why
There's
did
a
we do that?
documentary on Netflix that I watched, and it was the evolving of kids' toys
Mhm.
and like the franchise and the business
Yeah.
behind it. Like Barbie Barbie was pretty popular, and then it dropped, and then
Yeah.
they came back up with it. But Barbie is like the number one toy that has made it through
Them and Hot Wheels.
so many. Yes,
Yes.
Hot Wheels
Them and
was
Hot
on
Wheels.
there too.
We had some Hot Wheels.
And I think I could be wrong on this, but I want to say that those two companies are related somehow.
Mattel.
Yes,
But I
yes.
think it's
Maybe so.
because like I don't know if they're married. Like the
There
wife
was a
started
feud.
Barbie,
Yes, there was a
and-
feud or something that had happened that caused them to split.
Well,
but it
that'd
was
be
a married
interesting.
couple. Like she had
Mhm.
the Barbie franchise and he had the Hot Wheel franchise.
Yes.
Wow.
And
Imagine
I
if
think
they
he couldn't get. I think he couldn't get. There was like maybe a prenup or something.
Yeah.
So then he went off and he's like, "Well, I'm gonna make the Hot Wheels."
So can you imagine how they stayed together? The tycoons that they would be
Mm-hmm.
from the franchises like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's crazy.
When I was a kid, I think the same company, Mattel, made this thing that's probably banned now because it's totally like something kids should not be playing with. It was an electric thing you plugged in that heated like a heat plate, basically. And you would take these square plates, and it was called the Thing Maker. And you would pour this goop into the mold, and then you cook it, and it would turn it into a rubber thing. And you could pull it out, like you could make
The
bugs.
old time 3D printing machines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're actually, but like, it was scalding hot. Like it
mean,
would
it's like-
burn the tar out of it if you touched it. Like,
like an
obviously
Easy-
they don't make it anymore, but if you go
The
Google
Easy
it.
Bake
The
Oven.
Easy Bake Oven.
Like
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of that. Like who thought it was a good idea to get a 7-year-old an Easy Bake Oven
And
it
to
really
cook a brownie
cooked
with
it.
and
Yes.
to cook a brownie with a light bulb.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I remember getting that for Christmas one year, and
I
I
remember-
thought I was like,
I remember leaving the spatula
Easy
in
Bake
the
Oven.
oven and it just melted it to bits. It was all wrangled.
it came
and-
out on the roller, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh no.
like the
Life
little-
lessons for kids.
the spatula was supposed to like clip around the pan, like it
Yes,
goes around
and
the
you were
edge
supposed
of it, and
to
you're
grab
supposed to
it.
pull it out, and it was all like warped and melted, and melted it with a light bulb.
I only have 9 fingers because of the Easy Bake Oven.
Oh man, kids' toys really have evolved since then.
Yes. Yes.
It's kind of sad in some ways because it's just not the same anymore.
No.
We're going to have to take up this Christmas discussion next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Continue it on. Or wait. No, we have to take a week off. 'Cause we're
Oh,
not
yeah, it'd
here.
be next week.
Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving.
I can't wait to hear.
Going to come
what
back a
y'all
little
eat.
heavier, probably.
Yeah.
I will be.
Spandex,
Stretchy pants.
stretchy pants.
Well, I'm already there,
Sweats.
but you know.
You're eating for 2. It's all good. It's all good.
Well,
Good
Well,
job.
go to your nearest Walmart and grab
get
your
you a-
grab yourself a bear
a bear.
yeah.
where you can fit a whole pot of coffee into
19
it.
espressos, $3.75.
Wired
Nice.
all day long.
Yep.
That's right.
Woo woo.
Be sure to like and subscribe too.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Thanks for
Share.
following along.
See you later.
Take
See
care.
you later.